I'm working on my bass. Got lots of blocks to place. And all this grass to break. And all this grass to break. I'm using my own spade. Let's hope it doesn't break. So lots of grass to break. Yeah, lots of grass to break. But I keep digging. Can't stop, won't stop digging. 'Cause I've got some building to get done, and it's gonna look so fine. 'Cause this player's gonna dig, 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 and the horse is gonna die, 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 die. Baby, I'm just gonna place. Play some grass, play some grass, play some grass, play some grass, wasn't that fun? I haven't recorded it yet, but I know I'm going to do something with a song. I hope it turned out well. If it didn't, I'm so sorry. For those of you who don't know, I actually record the intros last. It's like the last thing I recorded. I record the whole video, then do the intro. I know it's weird, okay? It's just what I do. But what I have been doing is clearing out this area here. A massive area. Let's go have a look how big this area is. Is it big? Yes, it is. That looks like an ear. It's not meant to be an ear, but it looks like an ear. So today, as you could probably tell by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be working on a massive transformation for like the entrance to our base for this side, because we've already got one on this side over here. Where is it? Here we've got, like, you know, the walls we did all our graffiti on, and then our statues and our Torii gate, and then trees and this sort of lovely sort of old school section which leads up to the old town section of our base, and it's all like mountainous and lovely. The front, however, not so mountainous, a bit flatter, because we've expanded out quite far where the ground is actually flat now. But I'm going to make it look cool, and I'm excited for you to come along. And I'm sorry this has taken so long. It's episode 50. I wanted it to be special. And also, I've been away, then I got sick. It's been a whole ordeal. I probably still sound a bit sick. I'm hoping by the time this video is done, I don't sound sick. So the outro will sound really great, and the intro as well. But this bit, not so much. But there is 5 stages to this build we're going to do today. And we've already done stage 1, which is clear out this entire area. And you can kind of see where some things are going to go. You might be able to guess what it is. You might not be able to. But the second stage is the one we're going to do now. And that is a temple. I've been placing a few temples around our base, some like sort of traditional Japanese style temples. As you can see, we've got one here for the Frogger. We kind of got a different style one here with our, you know, little bad boys mural. And then we've got one down here for our, you know, wife mural, one of our many wife murals. So today we're going to make another temple, and it's not going to be too dissimilar from that one, although different colors, I will say. And it's going to go right in the center here. And this is the first thing we are going to build. So let's go gather ourselves some materials. And seeing as it's episode 50, we're going to do one of those, like, you know, cool material gathering montages where we make it look really cinematic and fun and cool and stuff, right? So let's do that to some copyrighted music, maybe? Ooh, maybe I'll do that. I've not done that in a while. Although it's not many materials. Maybe I should save that for later. You know what? No, screw it. We're going to do it now. I'm going to have to buy a license, but I don't care. Let's take it away with a material gathering montage.
He's got a brand new car. Looks like a Jaguar. It's got leather seats. It's got a CD player. But I don't wanna talk about it anymore. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna save it, yeah. So don't you try and fake it anymore.
Oh, wasn't that lovely? I feel like it's been a long time since we've had a build which only requires 2 shulker boxes of materials. But I'm happy to see it after this thing last time where we built this ridiculous interior. Although I do love coming up here and standing and looking at this sign, but not as much as I love looking at this sign. Amazing. Also, rare occasion when nobody on the server is sleeping and we can have a look at the base at night. Look at it. Glowy. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That is nice. Oh, my gosh. Lovely. But mobs scare me, so let's sleep. Also, has anyone pointed this out before? But does this building look like EFO to anyone else? It can't be just me, but there's something about this building that just makes me think of EFO. It's the colors, I swear. Please tell me it's not just me. I'm not obsessed. He's obsessed with me. Okay, anyway, let's get building this thing because we need to. It's gonna go down here. Wait, over here. Over here. It's gonna go here. Let's build it. I'm not obsessed, okay? And let's talk about this build. But anyway, here we go, building this temple here. This one is very similar to the one on the other side where, like, the mountain is, where we have the statue of Lizzie. However, it is, like, slightly different colors. We're using more dark oak and some muddy colors, plus some red and yellow there. It's not as bright, but it's more traditional looking, and I like that. Fun fact, while I'm recording this, my parents are actually in Japan, and my mum sent me a picture of this temple, or temple very similar to this, and it looks cool. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks a bit stupid right now. Just sat there in the middle of the base doing nothing and just surrounded by this weird grass formation, which will make sense shortly, I promise. But I'm pretty happy with the temple itself. Quite cool looking, and especially with the base in the background, looks really cool. Oh my gosh, there's so much built up stuff over here now. It's kind of crazy. But while I was building this, I noticed Pearl has done her billboard. For sale, 1... Is that bamboo? What is that? 1 chili pepper? 1... What is it for sale? I'm gonna have to ask her about this. And speaking of asking people stuff, I am gonna go and ask all the Magic Mountaineers if they want to build a billboard on my base. However, I'm also gonna throw in an offer that I will build it for them in their honor if they tell me what they want on it. Because I know people are busy with their own crazy projects. And unfortunately, no one's online right now from the Magic Mountain. But luckily, I can use this magical thing called editing, and we're gonna cut to me talking to one of them. Which one is it gonna be? Let's find out now.
What is he up to?
Ah, Skiz!
What's he up to? What are you up to?
Hey, Skiz, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Not much. What's up with you?
Nothing. Just doing some work.
Oh, work.
What are you doing, my friend?
I was hoping to grab you for a second, if possible.
Yes,
I know you're streaming, but that's fine. I won't
That's fine.
swear.
What are we doing?
Okay, if you want to follow me, come to my base quickly. Can you land on this? See if you can land on this. Yeah, you
okay.
You've been rocket spleefing. You know what you're doing. Cool. All right, you see this big building here, Skiz, where it says huge?
I do.
So you see how there's like these white billboards on it?
Yes, sir.
So I'm basically getting everyone from the mountain crew to either make a billboard or I will build them a billboard on my base, basically, you know, like a little group project. It's not because I'm lazy and don't want to do it myself, but I will do it myself if you don't want to do it. But I was wondering if you would want to build a billboard at some point.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Are you now? The question is this: you play guess the build with me. Are you sure you want me to build a billboard?
Yes, Skiz, I believe in you. You can build whatever you want. So if you look around you can have a look around, but there's quite a few just sort of billboards around. Any white square, there's some big ones, small ones. You can do whatever size you want, but it's got to take up the whole billboard. You can use color, you can go whatever. We're stood on gems currently, if you can see.
Oh, she came out with it.
Yeah, you can come out. So you see I've done the one of Lizzie down there. There's other ones around where they come out a little bit. You can do whatever you want. It's like sort of cyberpunky, but you can do it flat. You can do it coming out. You can do whatever you want.
I love it. Dude, I'm up for the challenge, dude.
Let's go. Okay, so just do it whatever. Get it done.
Okay.
Whatever. Let me know. We'll come have a look. I'm excited.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna think on it, and I'm gonna give it my absolute best go.
Okay, you can advertise something as well. You can advertise not kisses. You know, whatever you want. You can advertise whatever you want.
All right, that sounds good. All right,
Skisses kisses. Sorry, that just something a ring came.
Skisses kisses. I like that too.
Skisses. All right, cool. All right, thank you. I will head off now.
You bet.
Goodbye.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Wow, I had such a good time talking to insert name here about their billboard. That's really good. I can't believe I or them are going to build it. Anyway, let's get working on phase 3 and maybe 4 of this. Phase 3 and 4 is 1, a train station, which is going to go around here somewhere, and 2, a brand new gate. And the gate is pretty big, and the train station's kind of big, and we're going to need a lot of materials for both of these things. So we're going to go gather a lot of materials for both these things. And as much as I like using copyrighted music, it cost me £75, and I am cheap. So, although I used one of my favorite songs, Buck Rogers by Feeder, earlier, we're now going to go back to the usual schedule of the copyright-free music. And I'm falling. Hopefully I don't die. We didn't. We survived. Let's go gather materials, and let me tell you about my favorite things from Hermitcraft so far this season. Oh gosh, I'm going into this very unprepared. I really like the whole Fight Club stuff. I know I started it, but it's really cool to see it spread around the server. That was really fun. Gotta mention the Frogger game, the Frogger King right here. I think I can safely say that I am the best. Surely, guys, surely I can say that, right? That's not being obnoxious. I can say that, right? It's been really cool seeing my city build up next to Impulse's city, and then seeing Mumbo's on the other side as well is just really cool. I love how close we are together this season. It's very cool. And I've also enjoyed the whole Purple War with Pearl. That's been very fun. But anyway, we need to talk about mangrove for a second, because my gosh, I needed a lot of mangrove wood here. I needed 37, and I decided to destroy some myself as I needed more propagals. Didn't give me enough, so I had to go get more propagals, use my farm for about like 2 hours, by the way. This is like a ridiculous amount of time spent farming mangrove. And then I chopped some more mangrove because I didn't have enough then. And then we had to strip all the stuff that we had got from the farm as well, meaning we just had so much mangrove. And look at this stupid time lapse. Anyway, I hate mangrove. I never want to see mangrove again, but I will probably see it again because I'm going to use it in the future. Gosh, wasn't that some really good material gathering montage? I bet it was. I've definitely finished it and definitely collected all that mangrove and not worried about collecting it all right now. I'm sure it didn't take ages at all, and I'm sure I wasn't sounding very miserable in that. Anyway, Cub told me to check my mailbox, so I'm here checking my mailbox. Ooh, what is this? I survived Cub's Labyrinth. That's me. Labyrinth dub. Congratulations on being one of the few to complete Cub's Labyrinth this season. In recognition, please accept this commemorative rare banner honoring your great achievement. Let's go. Yo, we could put this somewhere. Where can we put this? That'll fit in. I'm going to put it on my wall down here. Let's put it right here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it does look like a labyrinth. I get it. And I'm glad I got something out of that labyrinth, because gosh, that was awful. Awful, I tell you. Anyway, we've got Skiz. Let's see if we can get someone else to also build a billboard. But once again, no one's online, so it's going to cut to a clip where it will be out of sync. Take it away, future, past, future, whatever me. Now, as you guys know, I've been struggling to find people online as I've just been online by myself. But there's one person who's always been online that I've missed. So, please welcome me. Hello, hello, Joel. Now, me. Would you like to build a billboard on my base somewhere? Sure. That sounds really fun. That's great to hear. You can build the smallest one over there somewhere. That's okay. I'll still do my best. I know you will. Goodbye, me. Goodbye, Joel. Woo! Wow, always so much fun talking to insert name here. But it is time, finally. We have got all our materials here. Look at all these. A lot of strip mangrove, as you probably could tell from the time lapses, as well as some other materials. These are just the gate ones here. So let's plop these, well, where the gate's going to go, right here. We also have some other materials here that are for the train station, which is what we are going to build first. Why a train station? Well, if you didn't know, at the start of the season, I started placing a rail going all around my base, and at the moment it goes pretty far. It comes down and ends up out here, and then kind of just comes to a stop here. But we're going to work on this another time, but I want a final destination for it to finish, so we're going to build that today, as I thought it would fit in nicely down here. So let's get building a train station. And once again, we're sticking to the traditional style of building here. I feel like we are keeping the modern style just in the city, although we do have a bit of traditional thrown in as well. This sort of like parky area we are building is very, you know, just sort of rustic and lovely. And yeah, I don't have any more words to describe traditional, so I'm going to stop speaking now. Anyway, train station. And just like that, we are done with the train station. That is the next step complete. Can we get in? We can. As you can see, we've decorated the interior a little bit as well. Just some seats to wait on, and then we can put some minecarts in here later. Click that, off we go, and we're probably going to have it going like around here, then up here somewhere like that. But that's very nice. Just a short little clip to say we're going to do another time-lapse now, and this one might be a bit longer, but probably not as long as it took to gather the materials. Let's build our Torii gate. The biggest one yet. This one, trust me, is impressive. Because all of that mangrove wood we gathered earlier is now being placed. Why did I choose to do it out of wood instead of the planks? Well, it just looks a bit better, as do these lanterns made out of wool here, although they do glow because I've hidden some frog lights behind the dark oak trapdoors on the top and bottom of these. We've also added in a bit of a sign on this one, making it look more traditional, and then we're hanging the lanterns with like a bit of rope, which I think looks really cool. I built many a Torii gate in this base, but this one I obviously wanted to be the most impressive, as I feel like this is the main entrance to the city right here. This is what most people will see when they enter the base, and yeah, look at it. It's amazing. Oh yes, that is a big gate, everybody. That's a big gate right there. I find it's kind of hard to get the scale across of these things, but you can see we've done a bit more detail this time. That's the great thing about building things on a massive scale, is you can build in more detail. And we've also added on what I believe is the kanji sign for city, which is on both sides, which only leaves us with one step left. Now, unfortunately, I was hoping to cut to another clip of asking someone to build a billboard, but once again, no one's online. It's just me. I've not been able to catch anybody else from the mountain online, so we're gonna go send them some mail. So we've written, "Dearest Magic Mountaineer, it is I, your best bud, Joel. I'm here to ask you, how are you? Are you good? Hopefully you said yes. And yeah, I'm good too. Thanks for asking. Now I'll get to the point. My big storage building has a load of empty white billboards that require attention. So I'm asking you if you would like to build a billboard to advertise whatever you want. It can be 3D, 2D, 6D, whatever. If you want, pop me a message and we can arrange which billboard you want. Or I can build it for you if you tell me what you want on it. Lots of love and kisses and hugs and fist bumps and high fives and awkward pats on the back, Joel." Now all we have to do is replicate this 4 times, and we'll go send this off. But I've just noticed Pearl's online, so I wonder if she'll tell me what her billboard is advertising. Pearl, what is your billboard advertising? Is it 1 chili, 1 green bean? Thank gosh. Wait, what is it? Pearl and green bean? Nice. It's a green bean. Okay, we know that now. I like a green bean. Anyway, let's send our bucks off to Grian, to Mumbo, to Impulse, which feels pretty pointless as his post box is right there, but we'll send it anyway. And finally to Scar. Lovely. But to wrap things up today, we are going to do the rest of this. This is going to be one big sort of like time-lapse in a way. We got to gather a lot of stuff for this, but we've done enough material gathering montages. Instead, let's just cut to the time-lapse of me placing down a load of blocks. Probably going to be in multiple time lapses as we do multiple things at a time. Take it away, Joel. That's me. My name's Joel. Okay, let's go. Now, normally I know exactly what materials to gather when I'm, doing my builds and stuff. But this one here, where you'll see it's just lots of paths, like, like little grassy areas and like flowery areas. It's really hard to know how many materials you need. So there's a lot of just back and forth that you don't see in these time lapses, where I'm just going to my storage system or going to grab some other stuff, and it's all just cut out. And luckily the day-night cycle can be turned off with flashback, so you don't get to see how long this actually is. But it was a long time, trust me. But look, we're adding in a load of trees, we're adding in a wall, we're adding in some ponds, we're adding in so much stuff, even another little sort of temple thing in the courtyard here to finish it off. It is now done. And with that, we are done. Look at this. This is kind of crazy. It looks a bit empty on this side now. We're definitely going to have to add, like, some trees or something on this side in the future. Not sure what, but maybe some farmland, that could be quite cool. But the entrance is looking grand. We've got our massive gate, and then we've just got some really cozy little areas. We've got this pond here with a nice little walkthrough past all these trees and like overgrown bits. A little bit of stepping stones over. Oh, water's all messed up there. That's better. And that takes us to our train station, which we'll be able to take in the future. And then we've got like, you know, just a little bit of like a courtyard here where I have left these. Oopsie, keep forgetting this stuff. And another sort of like mini temple thing where I think I might do some more armor stand art. It's been a while. We're not going to do it today, but on stream maybe I might do that. That could be a fun little project. Then of course we got our temple here, which leads to the train station with this sort of like lovely bushy area around it and a little field of sunflowers here. I thought was kind of cute. Then across the road, another little sort of wildlife pond. Very nice indeed. And then we got our wall. This is like the city wall here and the big grand entrance. And on the other side here, we're going to have some buildings and stuff. And we're going to carry that wall on over there maybe. Maybe a couple of taller buildings on this side as well. It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. And it's surprising how long this stuff takes. Like that last bit of me just placing all these trees and bushes and stuff took about 4 hours in total with like gathering all the materials I need. But I think it's worth it. It's a nice little entrance to the city now. I say little, this thing is blooming massive. Absolutely huge. But it's really cool how this one gate here, if you get out, the center of this gate leads all the way through the city, up the stairs, all the way to the temple at the top. Oh, it's so cool. But unfortunately, guys, that is all we have time for today. I hope you did enjoy this episode 50 special. I sure had fun making it. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it took so long, and goodbye.